Hello, I'm Kristin with the Rogers Public Library, and this week for Catch 'em All at the library, we will be focusing on Cetoddle. So in your craft packet, you will have a large white pom-pom. You will have one full-length white pipe cleaner, two smaller ones, and then one that is smallest of all. You will also have a pencil, a rubber band, and a felt sheet with some pieces drawn on. So the first thing we need to do is cut out all of these pieces of felt, and then I will show you how to put it all together to make Cetoddle. So once we have everything cut out, the first thing we're going to do is take our big white pom-pom and our big long pipe cleaner. And we are going to shape it so that we kind of fold this in half, your pipe cleaner, but don't pinch it to crease it all the way. We just want this kind of little loop here at the top right in the center of it. So just kind of gently press down on either side so that we get that little loop. And then at the same spot on either side, probably about half an inch, a little bit more down, maybe like to your first knuckle on your finger, about right there. We're going to turn it back up and make another little loop so that we're kind of making like a W shape. And then we're going to put that onto our pom-pom. And this is going to be the front of the face. So we're going to stick this on, and then we're going to take the two remaining sides of the pom-pom and then wrap all the way around to the back, and then we're going to cross over. So we want this to lay as flat as we can get it on our pom-pom. And then at the point where they cross in the middle at the back, we're going to put one end of the pipe cleaner over the other, and then we're going to twist it. We're going to twist it a few times so that we get it good and secured on there. And then you can leave the two final little short ends of your pipe cleaner sticking out. All right, so then we have the little face where it kind of goes up and back down like his little nose. And then at the back we have this. All right, so that is for shaping the face, and it's also going to become the base of the tail. So the tail should fit right on these two little spokes that we've left sticking out of the pom-pom, and that's going to hold that tail up. So for this, you can use hot glue if you have safe access to it, but you will need to be very careful if you use hot glue. I do not want you to get burned. You can also use tacky glue. You could try to use other kinds of glue, but tacky glue or hot glue will be your best options, or fabric glue for a good strong hold. So I'm just putting some tacky glue right across that little V shape on the pipe cleaner, and then I'm gonna stick my tail on top of it and gently press down. You can turn it over and press on the other side gently. If you are using hot glue, do not use your fingers to press on this on either side, because it will be too hot and you will get burned. So you can use, if you're using hot glue, you can use your pencil to press it down. Now, once we have that, then we can take our arms, and this fatter end here, thicker, wider end, is going to be what we glue to the pom-pom. So we're gonna add some glue just across that one little longer edge there. And then we're gonna press it to the side of our pom-pom, right over where we have our pipe cleaner. So right over that on the side, we'll add the arms. We'll do that on both sides. And then for our last felt pieces, we can take the eyes, and we're going to put glue on the back of them. And then the eyes will go right into these little side loops that we've made, right under the little downward slope of the pipe cleaner will be each eye. So that makes this top center point kind of the shape of his little nose, where his nose will be. Now, he's almost done, but we still need a little horn and some feet. So now we're going to take our very smallest piece of pipe cleaner, and we're going to wrap it around the tip of a sharpened pencil so that we make a little cone. And if you end up with a bunch of extra, you can either cut it off or just open up your cone a little to make it a little fatter at the bottom. So in that case, you would just scoot your pencil a little further up, or scoot your pipe cleaner a little further down, so that as you roll it, more of it stays fatter at the bottom. So as you roll it, more of it will stay wider at the base and then get pointier at the top. And then we can add some glue to the bottom of that horn. And stick it on the top of the head, just a little above that little nose curve and in between the eyes. Now we have our feet. So we're going to use our remaining 2 pieces of pipe cleaner. We're going to wrap them around the thicker part of the pencil, and we're just going to wrap the whole thing around so it's going to be the same width all the way down. And these are going to make little springy feet for him. And do the same thing for the second one. And then once we have our two little springy feet, the last thing we need to do is add them to the body. So you can add them towards the front if you just want him to kind of sit, or if you want him to try and be able to stand up, you can try different positions with the legs, going further back or further forward, and see if you can get him to stand, and then add your glue. But I would suggest not adding your glue until you decide where you want the legs. But once you have that decision made, put some glue on whichever end you want to be the top of the legs. And then we will glue them to the bottom, front, or middle of our little Cetoddle. And then he is done, and you just have to wait for the glue to dry. Now, of course, if you used hot glue, it'll be ready pretty much right away. But if you used tacky glue, we want to keep these feet in place. So, until they get nicely on there, and perhaps the arms as well. So we'll take our rubber band and we're going to wrap it around so that it covers all of these pieces that we want it to hold in place while it dries. So then once you get that rubber band on, you put it around so that it holds all the pieces in place, or at least a couple of the pieces in place while they dry. And then we can just leave it to dry like that, and then once it's all the way dry, take off the rubber band, and he is ready to go. And then you can play with him. And do whatever you would like. And that is our craft for this week. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next week to make another Pokemon. Bye!